girls. It is currently a Wednesday and I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling fine now actually, but damn, I woke up in a tizzy and just rolled out of bed to record this episode, so it might be a little rough, so bear with me, kittens. I'm doing really well. It's a new year. I feel like I've come into a better understanding of myself and how I think this year. And I just wanted to start off the episode by saying I'm gonna need EDM therapy pretty damn soon. I'm going to need rapid eye movement therapy because I know how my brain works. So let's dissect this. I went to an AA meeting with a friend of mine and it opened my eyes to, you know, the kind of community and fellowship they have, and I think I need to tap into that. I've talked about before on the podcast about how I want to get involved with my community, and I think just a community period, that's, I think the nature of connection and relationships and just fellowship lends itself to a better coping mechanism than what I've been doing lately. And not that my coping hasn't, not that I've been doing nothing for myself to like help myself, but I think in the main scheme of things, if I am going to continue my podcast, it's something that I need to get done really quickly. And I'm so sorry. I just tapped the mic. Sorry if there was an audio explosion on your end. Everything went right. And not even getting to the therapy part, I think community is one part of doing something like this, but on the way there, I need to be held accountable. As much as I am the kind of person to say live deliciously, I feel like there is some blockage happening with me chakrally, or rather just residuals of that feeling, and I've come to the realization that it's all because of my CPTSD. Moral of the story, this is all because of my mother, but I think I need the community, I need the therapy to help me get through, and this is not a big revelation. 90% of the population needs therapy because we were so greatly affected in our childhood, especially in America. This is, well, not just in America, that sounds super tone deaf, but it's just the nature of the beast is that a lot of people were not raised with a healthy nuclear family. I mean, I had half of that growing up, and to this day, I have none of it now, besides some other immediate family members. And I'm lacking, I keep tapping the mic. I'm so sorry.
I'm not even using the audio.
Just kind of getting scared to be alone because I am doing this alone. It's just me. I have no mother role model. I have no father role model. I have no role models that I'm actively seeking out or hanging out with. And that's why AA was nice, because I was able to kind of picture myself in an established community where I'm helping myself and helping others simultaneously, even aside from volunteer work, which is like one and the same as you're fostering a community, you're helping others in need, those who are less privileged than you. And I feel like I'm not even halfway there, girls, and I'm doing this all alone. And I am in a pretty medium-sized city by myself, and I do have a fantastic support system. You know, my chosen family is one that I'll never, you know, lessen my grip on or lose fondness over. But it comes to a point where I have so much supposedly free time and I'm not even using it effectively because I'm recovering from work, or, you know, my other hobbies and just, you know, what I get onto during the day, they take the forefront. You know, what I'm currently interested in will always take the forefront, and I feel like that makes it harder, especially when you have a full-time job like I do. Like, I work 40 hours. It's harder to kind of juggle those. The other thing being my CPTSD, my childhood trauma from my mother. That's all caused by my mother. Love you, Mom. But recently acknowledging that and realizing that I have a lot to unpack and still work through and deconstruct, dismantle, unlearn. It's been a lot. And when I started this podcast, I felt like I had come to peace with it, and then I had just one more month of just pure rage, and I've been funneling it into the podcast, and this is my coping mechanism. But when I think about podcasting and, you know, just talking on a show is something habitually or not that I will be doing, you know, hopefully until the end of my days. But if I'm going to be fetch, if I'm going to be iconic, if I'm going to be cunt on here, I've realized that I need to put my ego aside and actually seek therapy, because it's not beneath me to seek help for something I'm actively trying to improve and reach and become. And if I want to become something bigger than I already am, I feel like therapy would be the best medium and just method of doing that. There's a lot of, I know right now I'm small, but I know at once someone maybe might stream me, and even that is a lot. And that's why I'm starting small, because I like to therapize on here because it's funny, lol, I do it for the gag. But looking in the main scheme of things, I think I need to have a support system, and I need to have helped myself get through my past, because recently it's just been a trafficade, and my mom's refusal and just total dismissal of any semblance of an apology for what I've gone through in my childhood, because she's comparing it to hers, is just something I have struggled so much to get past, and it's something I'm not willing to forgive her for. Like, willful ignorance on your behalf of any wrongdoing you might have had to do with in my childhood. When it matters about me, then that's when there's faults. But when it's about my mother or her authority, or, you know, even how she raised me, like I raised the question earlier this year, and it was just total denial and dismissal. And I have a hard time saying no. I usually get what I want because I advocate for myself, but I've just never thought that with my mother. Duh, that's why I'm seeking attention online. And that just pisses me the fuck off, is why do I have to panhandle my mother to just make it through and maybe survive another month, who has not supplemented me in any other way up to this point other than financially. Like, who is you? Really? What did you do? Let me ask the audience. Did you think you did your big one? Because I'm bald-headed and confused. I really just crave a kind of mother figure role in my life, or just like any like kind of parental or fellowship role in my life where I'm getting to talk to people who have been through this before, through wanting to maintain their art and their hobbies and, you know, their more kind of like, you know, just hobbies like this, and working in real life and just juggling the two and deconstructing their goddamn trauma and fucking kinks and whatnot. And I don't have that right now, and it's not my fault, and it's not something I'm going to wilt like a flower over. If anything, I'm going to flower my lebne. I'm going to seek help. I'm going to foster a community. I'm going to seek out community. I'm going to do the very best I can to make myself better and more empathetic towards thy neighbor. Like literally, like on the way here, because I was late, I was like mean mugging in the elevator. I was like, no one tell me shit. Like, I'm not feeling this right now. But yeah, I just wanted to start the episode off by saying I need therapy. It can't just be you guys. I know you got loads on your shoulder, and I know I might dim the mood when I'm talking like this, but honestly, it's just in a manifestive way, and these things are just things I've already come to realizations about. I mean, damn, we've been knew damn well that I need therapy for the last 6 years, because that's how long I've been trying to get this podcast going. And I need to now, when I've started the podcast back up, because it's in good business to be taking care of yourself, obviously, when you're posting yourself online for the whole world to see. And I feel like it would help with my engagement if I'm not talking about 6'4" ginger tradie with 9-inch horse cock. So I just need to get that off my chest. I need to just say something, because I don't say this to anyone. You know, I like to think that I'm a more well-adjusted individual. I've been through tons of shit. I just try to be as accommodating as I can to other people, because I know that's how I would want to be treated. Bitch, I know we're all tired. But it gets to a point, and I need to rely on someone other than myself right now. Everybody needs somebody to lean on. I don't remember that fucking song. And it's true for me. And I have done a really good job at deconstructing and picking up my ego about this, because, you know, a lot of us have the perception that we need to heal from something, and I might say I'm healed all the time, or that I've healed from a lot, because I've gone through a shit ton. But at the end of the day, I don't think you need to heal from shit. I think whatever toxic or hard situation you're in, you need to be removed from it ASAP, so that you can just keep living and you can just exist. As long as you exist and no one's impeding on that, like, that's okay. Because I feel like a lot of us feel a little bit not like a victim. Like, I'm not like taking anyone's victimhood from them. Like, let me be clear. But I feel like a lot of us just need to be, and a lot of us are from tough situations that are untakeable and sometimes never have an answer. And that's not my job, it's not your job. It's your job to take care of yourself outside of that. And that's what I've been doing, is I keep tapping the mic. Taking care of business is what. And I think your main job should just be to fucking exist and like dance into oblivion. Cause what are you saying it's my fault that I have 2 absent parents right now? I don't, like, literally fucking Pepsi glass, Coca-Cola bottle, I don't give a fuck. Pour it up. And I've just been live, laugh, loving into the universe as of lately. You know, I'm doing what I want. I'm posting to my podcast. Hopefully aspiring to get into a studio for my tattooing kind of like side gig this next year. This year, literally. And I have a job that I love, that I do for, you know, to pay the rent, and life is good. But life, it happens in the blink of an eye, and I don't want to be caught on loose footing and just be caught off guard. Honestly, I've worked too hard this year to get to where I am, and it's gotten to the point where I'm now kind of galvanized to protect my interests, protect the people around me, protect my mental health, protect everything, is to maintain it. I think the shitload of trauma I just went through this last year has made me realize that I love to give a good fight and show a bitch what's up. And it's not gonna be me that wilts like a flower, and I will still bloom in the ghetto, you know. I'm a little rough around the edges, but I'll give you a good time, if you know what I mean. And you know, I give myself so much credit because I feel like I try to shelter myself even as an adult, which is something I'm also goddamn realizing too late, right when I'm starting my podcast, is that I kind of shelter myself as well, on top of my tiger mother, and I shield myself from new people and new experiences because I have it in my best interest to kind of go down this avenue of life I had expected or kind of necessarily materialistically want. But I've realized as I get a tiny bit older, albeit still a fetus, I will always acknowledge that. But I just realized there's a lot more than material that I want, you know, in myself, in a partner, in life. Is not that there's only like yourself, your partner, and that's life, literally. But, which leads me to my other topic, is men. I just want a lot more than what I previously kind of hoped and dreamed of as a kid, and coming to grips with that has been an ego death in and of itself. And I still want nice things. I still want, you know, a charming husband. I still want all of these aspirational things, but when it comes down to the core of it and in the main scheme, I want to be living a life that hypothetically in 10 years that I can say I enjoyed the way I went about every single step on the way. And right now I feel like I'm shedding some old habits from when I was younger and in high school especially, and I feel myself coming into my adulthood more than ever. And if adulthood means taking care of yourself and taking care of business, advocating for yourself, it's something I haven't really thought about. It's just become second nature, and there's more ways than one to apply it to the rest of my life. So I've been consolidating, my life and streamlining things and realizing that a lot of my habits and my isms are from trauma. It's from something I learned when I was a little kiddo, and I owe it to myself to pave over them as an adult and get my shit together, because if I want to do meaningful shit, then there's hella work to be done. And this is my second day off that I'm recording this, but honestly, I rolled out of bed with a purpose today because I do want to see it for myself, and I do only have this life as far as I'm concerned, and I want to make the most of it. And if the space is there, then I'll do it. And I want to have made spaces for others in this lifetime to just be themselves, dude. I wish I could have been half of myself as I am now when I was a kid, because I think my mom would have been just as proud of me. But every time I see myself in a kind of privileged position or I'm doing well, my brain doesn't believe I deserve it, and I kind of deny myself that joy and the just revelation in success. And I've come to that realization far too late, I feel personally. Not that that's reality, is that I'm still a fetus, but still, I've always thought since a kid that I would be doing maybe a little bit more. Like, my coworker just told me that they're working at, and I was like, so you're balancing a corporate job and then like basically another corporate job where we work and making a shit ton of money? That should be me. But I wasn't afforded that, dude. I have childhood trauma to fucking dissect. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context of all in which you came and all that's come before you. Shut the fuck up. Need you for the own me. And it sucks. I don't want to be, as much as I love my workplace, I don't want to be working this many hours. And I would rather be in school right now, but things are complicated, and that's life. And the process in which I have to distill this to make the life I want is all I've ever asked for, is just something to work on, is something to keep busy on. And right now, it's my mental state. And I was really, really hoping that I would not become kind of manic on this podcast, but it's my fucking podcast and I'm paying rent for this bitch, so shut the fuck up. But I owe it to myself to be 100% authentically aligned with my interests, and right now it's just dissecting my entire childhood and rearranging the parts that I want and what I cannot take seriously. And what I'm not taking seriously is complacency, a lack of communication, is a refusal to acknowledge and learn. And I'm just leaving that all behind me in 2025. And I feel like it's only worked in my best interest and in my favor, in my favor, and I'm better for it. Yeah. Wow. that was a lot. Send in the clowns, but I just really needed to say something. If you see it, say it. And that's my truth right now. And it feels like the years keep going by and I keep getting a little creepier. I'm literally 22, y'all. Like, make me shut the fuck up. Like, come beat me up in the comments. Bitch. Come fight me. I just really want to be okay. And I feel like I'll always be okay, but there are days where I'm a little less okay. As much as I like to object when someone says you're always happy, I am always happy. What the hell is the point of living life if I'm not always happy? But at the same time I'm not, because some days I'll be mean mugging the fuck out of our guests. But I'm human, right? It's not beneath me to show a little emotion and kind of just sit with those and digest it for what it is. And I'm totally fine if I'm gonna be perceived as emotional, as just kind of, I wasn't gonna say shit because I can't even remember the word. Cerebral. Like, that sounds pretentious. Like, I'm like holier than thou, big brain, SpongeBob, pants okay, 67. But I am in my head all the time because that's how I was raised, and I am just a thoughtful person, and anything that comes to mind, I will be saying that shit. Your baby is ugly as fuck, that's a baked potato. I don't know what that is. That looks like Caillou. Your baby's balding. Your baby's gonna burn. I'm going to actually take a break because I haven't taken a sip of water all day. I have this hobby of forgetting about water because my water bottle is just like so convenient and you can just lock it and throw it anywhere. So I'll be traveling all day and then I'm like, wow, I feel like absolute shit. This is the worst. So let me do that really quickly. Okay, now cut. I am in the same state of consciousness as when I first started talking in the study rooms, because this is the same girl, by the way. The same girl who made me donate to other starving children when I'm a starving child. She was refusing to put a splash of more cream in my iced coffee, and I was like, okay, I get it, like, you're not that kind of place, like, okay, like, damn. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, like, just like 2-3 extra creams on the side because I'm a pussy and I don't actually like coffee. I think it's just roach water mostly, but I need the molecules of caffeine right now. And I get to the window and she's like, and I'm like, hi, yeah, thank you so much. No, yeah, can I use Apple Pay? Thank you. Okay. And she, on my way out, I'm driving away, she's like, you're welcome, have a good day. People do that to me all the time, and as I've gotten a little prettier and cuter, I've realized that people treat me differently, and it's gotten to my brain a little. I'm like, these bitches fucking hate me. Like, they don't want to see what I'm cooking in the kitchen. They don't want to fuck with Freaky Friday over here. They don't want me. And I think it's because they can see that I'm a freak and a alternative person that elicits a reaction like that. Like, damn, she don't love herself. She not assimilated. And I'm literally just getting an iced coffee to go record my podcast. I'm like, baby, that's something you need to deconstruct yourself. don't be coming at me with all this attitude just because you're miserable. I'm like, been there. It's not a savory time or place. Shut the fuck up. Open your heart up. Oh my god. Harkening back to SZA times. That's how you know I'm gonna get in a relationship. I feel it. I feel it coming. I really need a male companion right now. And it's not beneath me to be thirsty because I'm really craving intimacy right now. I'm not craving all of these strings attached, but I'm thinking maybe this like next school year I can get a classmate with benefits, because I just want to parallel play and fuck. That's literally it. I just want to call you dummy and be like, the answer is right in front of you. And then we have lustful, banging hot, fucking cornhole activity in the school library bathroom after class. Can you tell how depraved I am? I've been celibate. I have been casted a celibacy fucking, I don't know. Someone cursed me or something. I'm not getting play. My god. Please. Like, I just need some cock right now. But I think my expectations are getting higher the more I actually give a fuck about myself. And it's the dichotomy of having to make, strides in just personal growth and wanting to have companionship and a level of intimacy where it's healthy and you can step outside yourself to potentially help this other person. And I'm just like, no, the clowns can go home, but send in the 6'4", over 25, post-grad, master's degree men who know exactly what I'm thinking. We don't have to do the tango around like actual feelings, and we could just, boom, get to it, because I need a grown man in my life. And I feel like I do a lot of mothering myself, and mama needs a father. Mother, father, coming soon. And I'm really just horny. I said that so loud. Right when all the noise stops, duh. I really need to have that fantasy of like, oh my god, I'm gonna go see my man. Where's my man? Are you my man? Ramen? What's the tea? Who wanna fuck on me? I need a bruising. LOL. There's low-key, I'm like, they might be picking up what I'm laying down next door. Anyways, I never had to heal, okay? I will come to you as I am, and then vice versa, preferably on my shin. Oh my god, I'm just realizing how many DL men I know are just walking around like getting off the fact that they called me at some point, or just like microaggressed or kind of just sexually harassed me like since a kid, literally in middle school. A lot of men want to cling to this idea that they're gonna have like a idealistic, like perfect marriage with a cis woman, when I am a woman in spirit and what you need is me. I will fix you. You have to be like maybe book smart. The rest, just leave it to me, because I am book smart and smart. So, and the difference between the two matters. I'm willing to teach a man, like, how to, I don't know, I could just do everything. Like, a man, at the end of the day, what good or use is a man to me if not just giving me a bruising every other more 2 hours? Yeah. That's obviously a joke. I was telling my friend, I'm like, why do white people think we hate them so much? Like, there's a plethora of white people I love and stan. Like, I go crazy for y'all. And then y'all swipe left on me on Hinge because I'm not white enough. I'm like, literally, what's up with that? Also, I can't see, so I can't tell if you could tell, but I have a piercing. I got my Medusa pierced, yay. I'm ready for this new era in my life. I'm ready to serve, be seen, be taken seriously. Like, look me in the eyes. Young man, you're yelling. Thank you. Everybody, eight. I got a piercing and I got a new vacuum in the same week, so you know I'm pavo right now. It was worth it. I did an adult thing and got a shark vacuum. I think it's shark, and it's just that kind of sector of shark that imitates Dyson, so it's really nice. It was really expensive, but they were having a 50% sale on this specific vacuum. I'm like, can you do a 2-foot check? I was an employee, and I was gonna get employee of the month, and that's on period. And I literally acquired and abducted that hoe because it's in my best interest to keep a clean environment and be on top of things, because if not, I'm gonna wilt like a flower. Like, my flower will not be lived. So I need to be on top of things, maintaining my environment, maintaining my peace of mind, and just fucking it up as an adult. My friend told me that. They were like, oh, that's such an adult thing to do. And I'm like, you know me so well. I was cosplaying as an adult one day, and after I did it, I felt amazing. So that's really what adulting is just doing little nice things for yourself to keep it clean and to keep it kind of just tolerable. I'm so tired. Literally, I take Epsom salt baths honestly every day because I'm running around. I'm a busy guy. Running this game for 5 years. Guess that's why my feet hurt. When these bitches bite me, do these bitches' feet hurt? Teeth hurt. Stupid. Anyways, yeah, I have been trying to streamline my life, and I feel like this vacuum has just been testing. 1, 2, 3, testing, eat the cheese. I literally willed my microphone back to life. Anyways, I'm gorgeous and magical. Thank you. I got hate crimed recently. We're not even gonna continue on what I was talking about because I just need to talk about this. I was at Target with my girl, with my baby father, and I got hate crimed. It was literally insane. We were just literally looking, we got paid, both of us recently, and we were just going to the lamp section in Target to go get the $800 No Gucci lamp. And tell me why this kind of crusty white woman with blonde hair, kind of dirty blonde, had like a wart on her chin. Tell me why she is rounding this aisle, like on the inside of the aisles, or the walkway, and she stops me and my friend and goes like, oh my gosh, are you from that one movie? Like, you're that one actor, right? There's no way. And I'm like, who? Like, me being a black person, I'm like, who? And she says, that one actor, like, you know what I'm talking about. And I go, Owen Teal? And she's like, yeah, him. Like, I'm literally about to put the picture right here. Like, do you think me and this motherfucker look anything alike? I literally got macro-aggressed at the local super Target. It literally made me spiral. The way I've never laughed that hard. We literally ran for aisles away when that happened. We were just like... My friend should have throat punched that bitch, because I'll get shot if I do anything, but my friend should have knocked her shit out. I was so insanely gagged. I was like, you did not mean that shit. Like, what are you gonna compare me to? Like Bruno Mars? More like Jay-Z? Are you goddamn kidding? I was so gagged. I was like, this bitch really thought. She thought she was about to microaggress me, and she just had to say something. Like, you don't always have to say something. People in elevators, this is leading me to another thought. People in elevators be expecting you to talk to them. Like, girl, what if I was talking to myself, like, internally? Shut the fuck up. Talking about some, have a good day. Like, girl, I don't want a key right now. I'm like, just act like I'm not here. Like, I'm just trying to get places like you. Like, we don't have to stop and have, like, a 5-minute key. Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to say anything right now. Like, I literally just rolled out of bed 30 minutes ago. Don't say shit to me. And nobody asked me nothing, okay? That just pissed me off so bad. Like, I've literally been having so many problems with people, and I think it's just because I'm getting more aware and just, you know, he was looking at me like I'm getting just more expectant of people. Like, girl, have some class and decorum. Don't be having no social cues. If you're gonna have no social cues, then shut the fuck up. Open your heart up. I have been playing the fuck out of Perfectly by FKA Twigs. A sky of blue, a sea of green, a messy room fits perfectly. That is one of the best songs released last year. Are you goddamn kidding me? That's gonna be my top song this year. Last year it was Fireflies. No, it was... I think it was Fireflies by Doechii. No, I'm thinking of Dumbo by Baby Africa. Shout out Doechii, Baby Africa, Cunt Fetish, aka now meta Just Fetish, FKA Twigs, okay? Did I say Doechii already? Doja Cat, Deftones. I'm just listing off my favorite artists at this point, but my top artist was actually Baby Africa. And then the year before that, it was Doja Cat. And then the year before that, it was Nicki Minaj. And then before, it was Kali Uchis. I'm like, shout out all of the amazing artists in my life. You guys helped me get through another day.
Except you know
I love
who.
to just discover a iconic song from like someone like Charlie XCX or FKA, because it's really nice to just rediscover a fervor for life, and that I have my friends and the sunlight, and actually everything is gonna be okay, because I'm just a little girl and God wants to see me discover maybe a little something before I die and just have a little fun in a key. So that's been getting me through is Perfectly by FKA Twigs, and I just play it honestly day in, day out on repeat throughout the day. Like when I lay my head to rest, it's on one volume, like looping, because the intro is just so ethereal. The instrumentals are gorgeous. The music video is gorgeous. The concept is fucking gorgeous. The lyrical output is gorgeous. You know, it's talking, or I guess this is just my interpretation. I'm like, it's a pretty straightforward song. It's talking about just leaving it to another day and taking it easy on yourself and fucking live, laugh, loving with your friends. That's literally what the music video is club culture. It's just them like in this white ass room clubbing. It's just being together. It's just having a community. And for now, I know I will let it go. And that's literally what I'm doing right now, is I'm letting go all of my trauma for now and just taking it a day at a time with myself and coming at this whole creator thing, this whole life thing in the main scheme of everything, just the way I want to, and marching to the beat of my own goddamn drum, because I am pretty cunt, I'm pretty cute, and I'll cut a bitch, and I'll be damned if I'm not doing what I want in this life, albeit I have everyone's best interests in mind. I literally just want to be your court jester, like, let me just talk, and it's not beneath me, so let me just actually take care of myself and actually talk to myself nicely, and then that's when we'll get like discussion notes on the podcast and live captions. can't be doing all that right now. Like, I don't feel okay. I need to do another tattoo, get a tattoo. I need to sew something before I start captioning my podcast. Thank you very much. I do so much. I literally am at work full time. I do this podcast. I edit the fuck out of this podcast, which, you know, I just know will take more and more time, and I just do it. I show up and I do it, and I win, and you don't. Thank you. Yeah, I have really big aspirations for this podcast. I want it to be a reflection of exactly who I am, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to that point. You know, I feel like there is a lot of joy to be had with me. If you're tuning in, if you've gotten to this point, I don't know if you've realized that already, but I really want to have some fun on this podcast and just cement some memories and kind of showcase my experience with life. I mean, that's literally any piece of work done by any human, is just explaining their life. And I used to be so timid about it, I used to be embarrassed to show how I was living, but I think a lot of people can find solace in my story because I'm not privileged. Like, I do things out of joy to serve, and yeah, I do it to serve my country. I do it for the gag, I do it for the memories, and I think this year I need to flash up and act like I don't know nobody, and fuck it up. I want to get fucked up this year because I feel like I need some good lighthearted stories. I feel like I can revisit alcohol, which is why at the top of the episode I said I'm doing better coping wise, because I did have an estranged relationship with alcohol for a second earlier this year, and now I feel better to just revisit it and in the new year just have a better relationship with it. So get ready for some crazy fucking stories, because I'm actually just gonna like fuck it up, steal someone's man, get in trouble, say the N-word. Thank you. Thank you for listening. It's been real. Get the fuck out. But yeah, I want to do some skits. I want to not get skits. Want to do a lot of just bits and a lot of experimental kind of audio patchwork kind of art. And you might have heard it if you know me in real life, if you stream right now at the point of when I'm recording, is I like to do a lot of experimental kind of mindfuckery shit on episodes as well. So hopefully I'm doing a week or an episode a week. So that's 4 episodes a month. And I want to reintegrate my 10-minute Tuesdays very fittingly to just kind of represent what I'm going through during that time, and maybe just kind of talk on a more raw, exposed level on some shorter episodes as well. I think I have a lot of fun when I get to do a skit and I can have total audio control over it. And I think that's lending itself to just the development of my musicality, which is another thing, is I really want by the end of, not by the end of anything, as I just develop and spread my wings creatively, I just really want and hope that I am developing myself musically too. So that's something I want to get into, is maybe possibly just releasing a few songs before I ultimately pass away, because ooh girl, the bops I could push out. Watch, I'm gonna say this and then I drop it and I'm flopping like a fish, begging for air, begging for hydrogen, H2O. I'm literally having an aneurysm. What do fish drink? Anyways, Dr. Kel. Yeah, I want to get into the music industry, and so hopefully oh wow. Oh no, yeah. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. But yeah, I just wanted to say, if you're watching this at any point in time, thank you for just being a shoulder to lean on, for, being present, for tuning in, for just having the space and time for me, because I love it here. I'm gonna keep doing this regardless of if anyone tunes in. This is honestly just a documentation of, my growth and the love I have to spread and the shit I have to talk. But that guy was kind of cute. I really appreciate the time, so, and I want to do merch very soon. A majority of the reason of that is that I want to actually advertise my podcast. I'm a little shy still, and I love to just babble and talk for an hour, albeit to myself. So merch is very much a real possibility, and if I could get some sick art and maybe collaborate with someone on some t-shirts, then I would love that. I would want to kind of specialize them and do smaller kind of campy, like form-fitting shirts, so that would be amazing. I'm trying to think like a purple shirt, would that be cute? Like, that's hard to wear, so we shall see how it looks, but that's very much something I want to make happen, and so it will happen, bitch. No fucking questions asked, okay? Stop doubting me. Okay, like, this dude is hazing me, so I'm gonna just take that as a sign to leave. Can you get the fuck out of here? Like, I'm literally just, like, stretching out like the little black cat I am. And he witnessed me showing off my titties. Get your fucking gay ass out of here. Get the fuck out of my way, bitch. Bitch move, bitch scram, I go action, I go ham. Anyways, you're amazeballs. Is basically what I'm trying to say. I love you. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for helping me continue what I've set out to do. And I love you. And Mother Father coming soon. You have to tune in. If you know, you know. But anyways. Good morning, Kingdom. Spark notes for Binary Breach coming soon. I'm gonna get all my shit. I'm gonna lock in. Batty shot a clocky. It's been real. Peace, love. I'm going to go, unbox my vacuum. LOL. So, have a fun sleigh day. Thank you for all you do. And I'll see you on the flip side. Oh my god. I feel so much better after recording, cause like, tell me why I was getting manic. I'm like, if I don't come, then like, I'm literally gonna like, I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna